gosh. Hello. Oof. I'm like a couple minutes early because I'm always late. How is everyone tonight? Hello. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hello. Sorry. Was getting my iPad all set up so I can see the comments. How are you this evening? I guess it's night now. It's not evening. It's night. Oh, the sun's not down yet? Yeah, it's 10 here. It's late. Not late, but it's later. Let's see. So, it's late, but we just got done with dinner. And I went foraging today for tangle gut. I don't know if you've had that or not. But it was our first time trying it. And it was really good. So it's this really pretty flower. It's like this little... Oh, you had some... Oh, that's fun. You had some YouTube friends stop by for today. That is awesome. If I can get it to go here, I'll show you... Try and show you a picture, actually. So those little flowers, that is tangle gut. It blooms in early spring. And then, there you can kind of see it. If it'll focus, if it's a little bright. Yeah, that's not going to do it. It blooms in early spring, and then you just fix up like the whole mess of greens there. And so I fried up some bacon tonight, and in true hillbilly Southern style, because that's what my family is from. I took the bacon grease and poured over and wilted the greens, and then I put the chunks of bacon in, and I put green onion in, and then I tossed it with some salt and pepper. It was really good. They brought their dog and aloe plants. Nice. I would like to have aloe, but I don't currently have. I don't have any, but it is on my to-get list. But it's hard for me to keep plants inside year-round, only because my cats go crazy. They've been eyeing my grow station, and I've had to. I have a just as a threat a squirt bottle sitting on the table over there because otherwise they'll try to eat my peppers. Only the peppers though. It's weird. I don't know why they don't go after anything else. They're just the peppers. Hey Megan, how are you? Thanks for joining in. I'm doing great. It was a beautiful day today, and so I took advantage and went foraging again. And then I just finished up making a fancy dinner. And by fancy, it was just, actually put together, made from scratch and not out of a box. And now Mel had to run to work real quick, so I'm here with all the fur babies and chatting with y'all. Megan, it was really good. If you could find some, I would totally recommend it. It tasted real good. I was surprised. I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, out west you won't. What it tastes like? How to describe it? It tasted. I'm trying to think. Kind of like a really light, a little bit sweeter, lighter, like Georgia green. Kind of. I usually fry up Georgia greens in bacon grease too because that's how I was raised, and they're a little bit stronger in flavor. Now the Tango Gut is a little bit more mild, and it picks up the salt and pepper really well, and it doesn't take very much. So yeah, it was really yummy. Just finished. So good. Welcome back, Thomas Farmoki. How are ya? Yeah, disconnect. I don't need. Okay. So sorry if you guys see me looking down. Y'all are up on my phone on the tripod, and I'm using my iPad here as my chatting and device. I'll eventually figure out a computer situation. So I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. It's supposed to be, well, tomorrow morning anyway. It's supposed to be warmer again, up in the 60s. And we're supposed to get rain, but not until the afternoon. So I'm hoping to be able to get outside and get some more yard work done. I really want to get all of my peas and potatoes out, I think. Yes. I will say, Megan, it's very nice when you get to chat with your with friends. I'm sure that was a very lovely visit that they had. Megan, did I not share that in the group? I can't remember. I don't want nobody tell my city. But yes, I got them. I've got six hens. And I hope you were asking me and not somebody else. Okay, you were talking to me. Okay, yeah. So I got 6 hens. I got two Rhode Island Reds, 2 black sex links, and 2 silver lace wine dots. I was going for the layers, because that's I've wanted reds, but I wanted a little variety. I didn't want all reds, so I figured those 3 would be good layers for me. Yes, I'm very excited. They're chirping just over there, but shh, nobody knows that I have them. From what I understand, the city really only cracks down if there's a complaint, and I don't foresee that happening. But if not, I have some backup plans, locations for them. So I'm have my chickens. Did somebody join in? I'm not sure. Deep S. I'm not sure who you are, but welcome. We're just kind of chit-chatting. Oh, Megan, you guys weren't on earlier. Or Tinkerer's wife. None of y'all. You guys weren't on earlier, so I'll flip the camera around here. Oops, sorry. And I'll just kind of show off my full, it's a little bit messy, but my full grow station. The lights are going to be a little bright, so you won't see everything, but... So I wish I had a greenhouse, but I don't. So I got my shelf over there with the shop lights going. And then, and that has most of my seedlings on it. I do have another tray up very top on the blue shelf there on top of those red solo cups. They haven't started sprouting yet, so that's why they're still up there. And then down here on the table in front of the fireplace, those are all of my basil starts. So I'm trying out 13 different varieties of basil this season to see which ones I like and which ones I want to continue to grow and then potentially sell. And then also on the table in front of the fireplace, I have my pepper tray. I was having issues keep getting them warm enough, and I was having poor germination rates. So I moved the tray over so it could get some heat. And see if I can get some peppers to pop up. So far, Megan, the basil has not popped up, but I actually just started it because I've been really behind. And since that's more of a personal project, I put that on the back burner, whereas some of the plants and starts over there on the shelf, I'm giving to some family and friends too. So I wanted to make sure I had those going. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with my little setup. I learned a lot from the Homesteaders of America, that Grow Your Own Food series. I was really stressed out about figuring out grow lights, because if you go and you buy actual grow lights, they're really expensive. But I just bought those shop lights at Walmart for like $16-20, and they've been working wonderful. I've not had any leggy seedlings since I started using them, and they seem to be growing really even, and I'm happy with it. And $60 investment, which I didn't do all in one week. I broke it up over a couple paychecks, so It wasn't a big deal, and it works really well. I will say that the shelving unit, I will be changing up a little bit. The shelves are too short, so I can't get two full trays on each shelf, and so that's kind of wasting some of the light because it's overhanging and I can't put anything under it. So I'll probably be looking to build something different or buy something. Probably build something different to be able to better accommodate that. But yeah. Yeah, I thought, yes, Megan, I do want to do the basil farming, market farming for basil. Broke urban farmer, buff basil is what it'll be. And there were just so many varieties of basil that I had never tried or seen or anything like that. And so I got as many packets as I could, and I'm just trying to get them started so that I can try as many as I can. Because I don't want to grow every single variety all the time. That doesn't seem practical. But if I can find a few different varieties, something that's traditional, something that's unique, I think I can do well locally with that. Okay, Tinkerer's Wife. I constructed a grow frame from PVC and used shop lights too. I'm going to sell it and redo my set. I like the wire racks a lot after seeing how they work for others. Yeah, I love those wire racks too. I'm not sure if they're in my budget because I need to stop spending. Like, I'm going to try to save money on an inside system because I want to build more outside stuff. So I need more fencing to block off my garden and expand my garden space. I need to put in an actual gate and then just kind of spruce up the outside. It doesn't look awful, but sometimes it can look a little trashy. Not trashy, hillbilly, I'll say that. I've pieced together some of my fencing back there. The main garden is fenced in with one wall of pallet, and then the other side with an old railing from a deck that I tore down off the back of the house that was leaning over. So yeah, it's interesting. It needs a little help. I would love to do. My goal is to do like a whitewashed picket fence. Not perfectly pristine whitewashed. I want the kind of rusticy, outdoors, weathered picket fence look. And then I'll do like a little archway, doorway. And I want to have actual like old wooden antique doors on it. That's the goal. That's the goal. Good grief. And yes, curb appeal. I want to put an arch over my stairwell, the staircase out front. It's like a couple steps up and then a few more steps up. Over those first few steps, there's a little landing, and I'd like to do like a little trellis system over that too. Megan, there was an inspiration photo that I found on Pinterest that kind of was the inspiration for it, and if I think about it, I'll try to find it and I'll share it in the group because it is really pretty. If I can get it to turn out correctly, I'm still working on my my building and masonry and carpentry skills, and then I have got almost 300 bricks in the back still that I got for free to craft something out of too. I'm not exactly sure what. Right now, I used a few bricks to line out my root veggie bed that I shared, and then Well, hello there, little garden big dreams. How are you? And happy Easter to you as well. How's the weather down there in Australia? Are you guys cooling off, or is it still pretty decent? I know you guys had a scorching summer, so I didn't know if you're getting that nice relief now. If I recall, the last video of yours, you had said that it had started to cool down. So, since for the most part this is a different group of folk, I'm going to go ahead and explain what my goal is for my lives. So, on Saturdays, I've been struggling between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. and what's working the best and getting to still chat with all my peeps. So what I'm going to do is I'm breaking it up into 2 segments each Saturday. My goal is to stay right around 30 minutes for each one. So nice, short, quick little chat. Obviously, if we're going down a road and we get to talking real good, then it'll go a little longer. But so 6 and 10 every Saturday, I'll do at least a 30-minute live sit and chat. And that way I'm able to accommodate multiple times and be able to see more people. Because during the week I don't really have time to do any kind of a live. And Sundays I reserve for me and my family. I mean, obviously right now it's just me and my wife because we can't go out and see the rest of the family really. But those are our days to kind of do our thing. Much cooler today, but going to have a couple of warmer days this week. Okay, so it sounds like it's probably the nice weather going on. That time zone, it's just so weird to think that it's tomorrow where for you. Yeah. Tinkerer's wife. I like that idea. Thank you. Yeah. I think I kind of stressed out about it, and I'm like, there's no need to stress about it. I was kind of worried people think I was weird doing 2, but there are people that do multiple live streams a week, like a couple times a week. I can't do different days, but I can do different times on the same day. And the times seemed to make a difference because I've had different folks in each one. So I think it'll work out. It'll work out. And I am going to try and keep some of the conversation different as well, just so if we have any returning folk, it can be something new, and not just the same old. But earlier we did chat about the tangle gut, and we did chat about my grow station and the basil a little bit, but I think that was about it. I wish I could give you the lottery numbers from here in the future. Oh, that would be fantastic. I would so take that. It's like we're time traveling right now. I'm talking to you in the future. I love it. Maybe someday I'll actually make it to Australia. I know that I really would love to go to New Zealand. And if I ever make it to New Zealand, I can just hop right on over to Australia. I have friends that live down in New Zealand that I used to not live with, but we were really close on the Disney college program. And she's down there with her family, and I would love to go down and visit. The half-hour replay. Yes, it is. It is a lot easier to watch than something that's an hour 45 minutes. Because most of mine were running an hour and 45 minutes if I was doing just a single chat. The one earlier today that I did ended up being 45 minutes. Still not that bad. Yeah. Not too far. Yep, New Zealand's not too far, is it? It's a little. But that is a goal anyway. I would love to. When I was younger, I romanticized the idea of being able to be a backpacking photographer across the world. And I'm telling you, if I ever won the lottery, I would buy me a homestead. But before I did that, I'm telling you, I'm traveling and I'm taking pictures and I'm enjoying it. I do have a question for you. Down there in Australia, do you guys have something similar to, what is it? Purple dead nettle? Do you have that? Or do you have tangle gut? I don't know. Plants are different, so I didn't know if that's something that... I know purple dead nettle came from Europe, so I didn't know if that made it down to you guys or not. I've been doing a foraging series. Hey, Simply Jan, how are ya? Moving into your new homestead today, and that is so exciting! Congratulations on the new homestead. I'm sure that's not an easy job getting moved in, not at all. Grows like crazy. Okay, gotcha. That's very cool. Dead nettle. Okay. I just learned about the benefits from it, and so I harvested it and I saved it for tinctures, or I dehydrated it, saved it for tinctures and stuff. Hey Nathan, what's going on? Welcome back. Ooh, somebody is bumping outside my house right now. Perks of living in the city. You get to listen to other people's music. It's like a unts, 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 unts. I think the neighbors in the back were having a fire tonight, so they must have brought out some music. Oh, gosh. Too fun. So, I had a question. And then I can't handle that one. I get distracted. The music threw me off, and then I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to ask everybody a question. Oh, go back. Okay. Sorry, my phone has been acting weird, so if for some reason I freeze, it's because my phone thinks I'm touching the screen when I'm not touching the screen. So just be warned on that. Yeah, yeah, it'd be so nice to have our own land, won't it, Kathy? Oh, gosh. Man, it drives me nuts. I had a thought, and I just completely lost it. Oh well. I have to move on, I guess. Does anybody know anything about strawberries? I've had my strawberries going, and I haven't seen it. I've planted 30 roots, and I've only had 2 pop up. And it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I didn't know if that's common. I guess I don't know. I know they are tasty. Yes, Nathan. Yes, they are tasty. I just didn't know if I'm just being impatient. Or if it was something I'm doing. Give them a little bit more time. Also, on the 21st of March, I put in my pepper seeds and my tomato seeds and stuff like that. My tomatoes have germinated really well. My peppers, not so much. Do I still need to give them some time, or should I go ahead and do a second round to try to get better success? I moved the peppers over in front of the heat because I thought maybe they weren't getting the temperature soil, or the soil temperature wasn't going up a lot. So I didn't know if what you guys' thoughts on peppers were, on if I should wait these out a little bit, but I don't want to be late. See, that's the struggle. Hello, Food Forest Permaculture. Welcome. How are you? Yeah, the peppers. My cayenne peppers germinated and sprouted really quickly, and they're doing well. But that's really about it. My bell peppers, nothing. My jalapenos, nothing. My chilies, nothing. My habaneros, nothing. My Hungarian yellow, nothing. So I just didn't know what y'all thought. If it's just because I didn't have them on a heat mat or in a direct heat source, or I should have better luck now that I've moved them over to where there's warmth, or if I should just go ahead and do a second round to be safe, and then if the other ones germinate, I just have extras. Why, thank you. That's very nice of you. I planted the pepper starts on the 21st of March. So it's been a couple weeks. I know the packets say like 7 to... Oops, sorry. Kicked you guys. Like 7 to 14 days, but I'm impatient. I can't... Give them more time. Okay. Because or my Chinese 5 colors. Those haven't done anything either. I've got lots of peppers, and I'm really hopeful that they can start germinating, because a lot of them are ones that I haven't tried yet. Oh, Cubanelles too. Lord, I just keep thinking of all these peppers that I have. More time? Okay. I'm just being impatient. I know that they said peppers can be a little finicky and they need a little bit of warmth, or at least the soil temperature to be warm. It's just I didn't want to jump the gun and start a second round if I didn't need to. But then I'm also afraid that I'm going to wait too late and not have any, and I have to buy some, and I don't want to do that. What do you mean by pre-germinating the pepper seeds? Like in like a paper towel type of a thing? Like something like that? And then you put them in? Is that what you're talking about? See, always gonna learn something new from the tinkerer's wife. Okay, that's smart. I guess I never even thought about that. Yes, the paper towel is like that. Okay. I'll have to try that. I'll have to remember that for next time I do peppers. Better success that way, I'm assuming. Keep on a very warm surface wrapped in plastic. I use my heat mat. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have to remember that. Once again, learning something. That's why I love this community. I tell you what, you have a question, you just ask, and somebody's gonna be able to help you out. So, let's see. I don't know if I asked, but how was everybody else's week? What is something that you guys accomplished on your homestead this week? My root veggies started sprouting. I was very excited about that. I got those put in last week, and my radishes and my turnips are coming in pretty hardy, a lot of them. And then I have my carrots covered still because I was told if I cover them that they might germinate better. And I haven't seen any beets pop up yet, but I'm hopeful. I'm the crazy old guy, gardening guy. I run out back all the time, just screaming, go ah, and to get all the birds to fly out of my garden, because it doesn't matter that I have bird feeders on the front edge of my property, away from my garden, and they're always around that. But then they venture out into the rest of the property, and I don't want them to get my seeds. Learning is the best gift you will ever receive. I 100% agree with that. 100%. Did a lot of cleaning up around the place here and sowed seeds and sets. Okay. Very awesome. Planted like a wild man. Emptied soil bank and Rocky Hill food forest today. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm loving watching and hearing from folks in different zones and areas, and we're all itching and getting things going, and I love that. That's great. I'm very excited. I think tomorrow before the rain, I'm gonna, like I said earlier, I'm gonna get my peas and my potatoes going, I believe. Something that's fun that I've not shared yet. I forgot. So, as some of you might know, I work as a team lead as a direct support professional with adults with developmental and or physical disabilities. And I've had the hardest time with one of the guys that I support eating vegetables. Imagine that. And turns out the reason he doesn't like to eat any of the vegetables is because he likes them how his mom makes them. And I'm like, okay, well, how does your mom make them? Well, she grows them. So I put in a request to my company, and they came and they dug us a garden. So I get to share now with the 4 gentlemen that I support, plus our 2 neighbors, because there's 3 houses for my organization in a little cul-de-sac. And so I get to take and share my knowledge with all 3 and show them how to grow their own food and save it and preserve it. And I am super stoked about it. So are the guys. It's a 15-foot by 32-foot bed. They put topsoil in it. They put compost in it. They put manure in it for me. And they mixed it up really good. And then I've got a couple of folks that use wheelchairs. So we've got some raised beds for them to plant in. And I showed them how to get seeds started. And they are so excited. And it makes me so happy that they are so excited. And I'm so excited. So I'm very excited. I get to garden now at home and at work. And I'm helping people. And it makes me so happy. Okay. So let me catch back up now. Sorry. It just dawned on me that I hadn't shared that yet, and I'm very excited. Ooh, vid up tomorrow of your recycled glass greenhouse. That'll be awesome. Wood ash and biochar, and you are ready for growing the best. Good to know. Good to know. Gardening is so good for the soul. I tell you what, I never feel more at peace and than I do when I am in the garden. Yes, I'm sweaty and I'm hot usually, and it's a lot of work, but it's good. On that note, you need to go. All right, thank you for joining, and thank you for passing on some of your wisdom again. Is as always is a pleasure chatting with you guys. So yeah, so very excited about that. Look for your greenhouse build there, food forest permaculture. So, well, photobombed by the cat. Yeah, Fiona, she's over here. She photobombed me earlier today too. The first video, she was up here on my blanket, chilling out, but there she is. Normally when she knows and I point out that she's on camera, she gets shy. But, alright. Well, I think we have hit 42 minutes now, so I'm going to see if anybody has any final questions for me or thoughts or anything like that. Is that my students' food forest, and the vid will be up tomorrow. Perfect. I'll definitely be checking it out. That is very awesome. Do any of you guys do any foraging for like either dandelion or anything like that you guys use? I'm looking for one more plant that is considered a weed that I can go and forage and find a good use for. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, well, yeah. I would imagine you do forage every day. I was very excited when the paper reached out to me and asked to do an interview. They thought it would be a nice little cheerful article about a positive spin on the quarantine issues right now. I'm putting out vids for the past week on foraging. I'm gonna have to double check there and see what goodies you found. Because I've been watching some foraging videos, and I don't know that yours popped up on my list. So I'm gonna have to double check. YouTube is weird like that though. Yeah. I had tangle gut for dinner tonight. If okay. Ah, gosh, you forced to. Most things are edible once. Yeah, that is true. You can at least eat it once. Oh, you might not like the outcome though. It'd be most unfortunate if you grabbed one of those that obviously it'd be unfortunate if you found one that ended up being toxic to you, but it'd be real unfortunate you grab one of those that are natural laxative. Good. you folks. Sounds like it's my favorite saying this time of year because it's mushroom season here now. Yeah, we're still a little too wet, not quite warm and dry enough for the mushrooms. That'll be here within the next couple weeks, though, I believe. But I'm figuring out what I can and can't use that grows wild on my little city lot here, and also I went to a friend's property today. So, well, I'm kind of rambling at this point, and we are at 45 minutes, so I think I'm gonna say goodnight. I really appreciate y'all joining me. As always, it was a great chat. It's the highlight of my week at this point. I love doing my live on Saturdays and being able to directly chat and talk to you. It's great. So with that, I greatly appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all later. And I'll be checking out some videos because apparently the YouTube is messing with me and I'm not getting all my notifications. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, or Kathy, have a good day. This system. I'm sorry. Okay, now let's see if I can get this going here. Finish.